Thank you very much. I want to welcome everybody today to this memorable occasion of our sixth graders completing their last year of elementary school. This, for many of you, has been in the making for 6 years, and now you're here. So it's very important that you remember how you got here. You have been through many different teachers and some administrators in your young elementary career. And it's a young career. You still have 6 more years for high school graduation. And that's where I expect every one of you to be. Okay? I know that I've had conversations with parents where graduation, closing ceremony, I have a difference. But it's because I know what you can accomplish. I know what you can do. I know that there are bigger things in life than this. This is a closing of one chapter and a starting of a new one. In 2 years, you'll be closing junior high and starting high school. You'll have many choices to make at junior high and high school. But I want you to remember this. Always make every choice you make that you choose in life as if your parents were right there with you. Because if you do that, you're always going to make the right one. You're always going to make your parents proud. Because they love you no matter what. I want to take this opportunity to thank our 6th grade teachers, Ms. Sierra, Ms. Treviño, Ms. Alamillo, and Ms. Herrera. They have worked hard to get you ready for 7th grade. You're ready. You'll be there soon. I also want to thank the teachers that volunteered today to be here for us, because without their help, a lot of things we couldn't do. I want to thank all the teachers for you, because every teacher at Perfecto Mancha that you had left a little piece of them in you, and it's your job to carry that on. I want to thank Ms. Morales, Ms. Alvarado, and Ms. Miranda, because without them, my year would not have been, I would not say easy, but it wouldn't have been as wonderful and joyful of an experience as I've had this year. And last but not least, I want to thank the parents. Y'all are wonderful parents. Y'all have been wonderful and supportive throughout the whole year, and I thank you for that. At this time, students, if you would please give a round of applause to your parents. Because again, they've done a wonderful job of raising you. And what have I always said about Perfecto Mancha kids? You are awesome. Okay? I've been around many districts, and I know how great you are. And like they said, Perfecto Mancha, to me, has proven and is what? The perfect spot. Okay, at this time, I will go ahead and pass this on to Ms. Alvarado so that she can continue with the rest of the ceremony.
At this moment, can I please have Jose Vasquez, Alexia Herrera, Jeremiah Robinson, Carolina Huerta, and Princess Torres. And if you could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
Mustang Creed. As a proud Mancha Mustang, I will be ready to learn and accept the challenge to be the best. I will be responsible, on task, actively involved, and respectful. I will strive to keep my campus safe. Mustangs fight.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Let us pray. Gracious Father, we thank you for bringing us together today. We ask for your almighty hand to be upon all those who are graduating. Bless their lives from this day on with goodness and love. Help them to stay true to their dreams, to use their gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love. Bless as well those who have supported them in the classroom, at home, and on the way. Father, as this chapter in our life closes, so a new one begins. We present ourselves as an open book to you. Come be with us as we go out and discover our place within this beautiful world you have created. Fill our minds with your thoughts, fill our bodies with your strength, fill our hearts with your dreams, that we may eternally love and serve you this day and every day. Amen.
At this time, I want to bring forth our guest speaker for tonight. She is a CC Win student and Perfecto Mancha alumni. She is also top 5% for this year's graduating class. Please welcome Bianca Torres.
Good afternoon, principal, teachers, parents, families, and most importantly, graduating class of 2017. I'm Bianca Torres, and I'm a senior in CC1 High School, and just like you guys, I'm just about ready to graduate. And I'm pretty sure you guys are just as nervous as I was, or I am, but I'm here to tell you that there's no need to worry. I'm here to tell you that there's no need to worry because you guys were taught by the best teachers Eagle Pass ISD has to offer. So if we could please have a round of applause for our teachers. Thank you. Graduation can be seen as a coming of age, a sort of official way to recognize when a person steps into the next stage of life and graduates. During the next 2 years, you will have many opportunities to discover who you want to be and will form you into the person you are meant to be. I ask you to take this chance to dedicate yourself in making the best of every opportunity by taking these few steps. First, I ask you to take this chance to dedicate yourself to making the next year even better. Remember that you don't have to follow the crowd. Do the right thing even if no one is looking. Study hard, and remember you're investing in yourself with every test you take and every book you read. And finally, don't be in too big of a hurry to grow up. There are some great times of your life, and don't rush past them. There are great things coming, and just as your parents are proud, each one of you should feel proud of yourself. So congratulations to all the graduates, congratulations to the parents, and finally, congrats to the teachers and everyone else who helped our graduates be here today. Congratulations again, and go Mustangs!
Before we begin with the presentation of awards, there is one specific award that we do want to recognize several students for. As part of our award assembly today, we would like to recognize the students who participated in the 2017 Duke University Talent Identification Program's 4th through 6th grade talent search. Duke TIP is a nonprofit organization dedicated to serving academically gifted and talented students. Built on the foundation of the Duke TIP 7th grade talent search, the 4th through 6th grade talent search was launched in 1994 with the goal of identifying academically gifted students at a younger age. Duke TIP works with students, their families, and educators to discover, explore, and celebrate students' academic interests at a time when it is important to foster curiosity and build confidence. To participate, students must meet the following criteria. They are in 4th, 5th, or 6th grade. They have scored at the 95th percentile or above on a standardized achievement, aptitude, or mental ability test. Not all students who qualify choose to enroll with the 4th through 6th grade talent search. However, we would like to recognize those students who enrolled in Duke TIP this year. Congratulate them on their accomplishments. The following students enrolled in the 2017 Duke TIP 4th through 6th grade talent search. As I call your name, please come forward to be recognized, and please stay at the front for a group picture at the end. Our first student, Alejandro Ramos. Heriberto Escamilla. Lilia Olivo. Roel Urdiaga. And Briseida Vicente. You want to get on the other side of the picture? Yes. Let's go this way. We're taking pictures. Switches this way. Okay, thank you. Congratulations, boys and girls. If I could please have Mr. Fraga. Our first student to recognize is Ernesto Porras. Ernesto is receiving a recognition for science, social studies, citizenship, and a certificate of participation in 6th grade. If I could please have Ms. Alamillo come up. Our first student is Joshua Avalos. Joshua is receiving a recognition in language arts, social studies, participation in this year's UIL, iStation Tier 1. He has 3rd place in top AR points, and he got 3rd place in AR word count. Our next student is Juan Breton. Juan is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy, a recognition for citizenship, AR 85 percentile, and a recognition for football. Our next student is Guadalupe Cázares. Guadalupe is receiving a recognition in social studies and one of our most improved students. Next student is Joanna Cruz. Joanna Cruz is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy, recognition in science, participation in choir, iStation Tier 1, part of the AR 85% mastery. She is in 1st place for AR top points, and she is also in 1st place for AR word count. Our next student is Nathan Cruz. Nathan is receiving a recognition in science, and he was one of this year's most improved. Our next student is Alexis Cuevas. Alexis is receiving a recognition in social studies and participation in this year's choir. Our next student is Rogelio Espinosa. Rogelio is receiving a recognition for science and a certificate of participation for the completion of 6th grade. Our next student is Efraín Estrada. Efraín is receiving a recognition for science, participation in football, basketball, and baseball. Mr. Efraín? Our next student is Raquel Gaspar. Raquel is being recognized with accomplishments in social studies, participation in choir, and part of the 85 percentile in AR math. Our next student is Sarah Gonzalez. Sarah is receiving a recognition in science and participation in this year's choir. Next student is Brenda Juarez. Brenda is receiving a recognition in social studies and a completion of 6th grade. Our next student is Larissa Mata. Larissa is receiving a recognition for science, participation in choir, and achieving an 85% in AR. Our next student is Kayla Peña. Kayla is receiving a recognition in science, citizenship award, and achieving an 85% in AR.
My sister.
Albino Perez. Albino is receiving a certificate for language arts, GT, participation in this year's UIL, basketball, baseball, and student council member. Our next student is Jeremiah Robinson. Jeremiah is being recognized with an all-year honor roll trophy, 6-year honor roll trophy, recognition in reading, language arts, spelling, math, science, social studies. He is in our GT program, a participant in this year's UIL. He is an iStation Tier 1. He is a Think Through Math, Think 30 member, and he is recognized as Student of the Year. Our next student is Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel, I hear you. Daniel is going to be recognized with social studies. Next student is Miranda Torres. Miranda is being recognized with a certificate in reading, math, science, a member of this year's choir, TTM top lessons completed, first place, TTM Think 30 member, achieving 85% in AR, and as a student of the year. Our next student is Leslie Valdez. Leslie is being recognized with a certificate in spelling, science, TTM top lessons completed, third place, TTM Think 30 member, and participation in volleyball. Leslie. And this concludes Ms. Alamido's class. Round of applause. If I could please have Ms. Herrera come up. Our first student to recognize, Cesar Aguilar. Cesar is receiving a recognition for Most Improved Student, first place in Think Through Math, lessons completed, TTM Think 30 member, and achieving an 85% in AR. Fernando Breton. Fernando is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy, recognition in science, and participation in football. You need him back? You need him back. Fernando, can you come up again? Fernando. Our next student, David Burkhart. David is receiving a recognition in science and a certificate of completion of 6th grade. Hugo de la Garza. Hugo is receiving a certificate of recognition for social studies, participation in football, and basketball. Gerardo de los Santos Vázquez. Gerardo is receiving recognition in science and was able to achieve an 85% in AR. Ana Maria Dominguez. Ana Maria is receiving a recognition in science, was able to achieve an 85% in AR, and is in 3rd place for AR top points. Claudia Garza. Claudia is receiving a recognition in math and participation in this year's cheer team. Isaac Gonzalez. Isaac is being recognized by achieving 3rd place in Think Through Math lessons completed and third place in AR word count. Paloma Herrada. Paloma is being recognized with a certificate in science and participation in this year's basketball team. Jasmine Herrera. Jasmine is being recognized for her participation in choir, maintaining a Tier 1 on iStation, achieving an 85% in AR, and is recognized as Student of the Year. Galilea Montoya. Galilea is being recognized with participation in this year's cheer team, part of this year's UIL team, part of this year's choir, and part of our student council. Ivan Ontiveros. Ivan is being recognized with all-year perfect attendance, a certificate of achievement in spelling, citizenship, part of this year's UIL team, second place in AR top points, and second place in AR word count. Oscar Ramos. Oscar is being recognized with a certificate of achievement in social studies and participation in this year's basketball team. Betsaida Rodriguez. Betsaida is being recognized as being part of this year's choir, a Think 30 member, second place in TTM top lessons completed, able to achieve an 85% in AR, first place AR top points, first place AR word count, and part of this year's volleyball and basketball teams. Jesus Santillana. Jesus is being recognized with a certificate in social studies, a certificate of citizenship, participation in football and basketball. Ivan Urdiales. Ivan is receiving a certificate for social studies and one of this year's most improved. Jose Vasquez Vasquez. Jose is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy, 6-year perfect attendance trophy, recognition for reading, language arts, spelling, social studies, and is one of this year's Student of the Year. Let's give a round of applause to Ms. Herrera's class. Can I please have Ms. Sierra come to the front. First student, Isabella Alces. Isabella is being recognized with all-year perfect attendance trophy, a certificate for citizenship, and a certificate for participation in 6th grade. All your attendants. Alexis Balboa. Alexis is being recognized with a certificate of language arts, science, participation in this year's dance team, achieving 85% in AR, 3rd place in AR top points, 3rd place in AR word count, part of this year's volleyball, softball teams, and part of this year's student council, and a certificate of participation in 6th grade. Jose Balbuena. Jose is being recognized with participation in football, basketball, baseball, part of this year's student council, and a certificate of completion for 6th grade. Emily Banda. Emily is receiving a recognition for volleyball and a certificate of completion and participation in 6th grade. Yes. Jonathan Bermea. Jonathan is being recognized with all-year perfect attendance trophy, 6-year perfect attendance trophy. Participation in football, basketball, part of this year's student council, and a certificate for participation and completion of 6th grade. Juan Castellanos. Juan is being recognized with achieving an 85% in AR and a certificate of completion and participation of 6th grade. Álvaro Castillo. Alvaro is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, recognition in language arts, recognition in science, achieving 85% in AR, participation in this year's football, basketball, and baseball teams, historian for student council, and a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Paola Chavarria. Paola is being recognized with a certificate in language arts, science, part of this year's cheer team, recognition for volleyball, softball, and a member of this year's student council. She is also receiving a certificate of participation in completion of 6th grade. Isaiah de Leon. with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, part of this year's football and basketball teams, and a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Maximiliano de Borges Alanis. Max is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, part of this year's choir, and certificate of participation and completion of the 6th grade. Valeria Freire. Valeria is being recognized with a certificate in language arts, science, 85% in AR, and a certificate of participation and completion of the 6th grade. Alexia Herrera. Alexia is receiving a trophy for all-year perfect attendance, a trophy for 6-year perfect attendance, academic recognition in language arts, science, social studies, part of this year's cheer team, member of this year's choir, being able to keep a Tier 1 level in ice station, maintaining 85% in AR, member of this year's softball team, and a certificate of completion and participation in 6th grade. Isaac Mauricio. Isaac is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, a 6-year perfect attendance trophy, academic recognition in science, member of this year's UIL team, 3rd place in TTM lessons completed, TTM Think 30 member, participation in this year's football team, basketball team, baseball team, vice president in student council, and a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Fernando Mendez. Fernando is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy, recognition for participation in basketball, and a certificate of participation and completion of the 6th grade.
Bernie.
Leonardo Monsiváis. He is not here today, but we will recognize him with a most improved certificate, being able to maintain 85% in AR, and a certificate of participation and completion of the 6th grade. Alexis Morales. Alexis is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, 6-year perfect attendance trophy, one of this year's most improved students, being able to maintain an 85% in AR, part of this year's softball team, and a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Dana Karen Ogas. Donna Karen is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy, an all-year honor roll trophy, academic recognition in language arts, math, science, and social studies, was a member of this year's UIL team, able to maintain Tier 1 status in iStation, TTM Think 30 member, maintaining an 85% in AR, second place AR top points, second place AR word count, and a certificate of participation in completion of the 6th grade. Alejandro Ramos. Alejandro is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy, an all-year honor roll trophy, 6-year perfect attendance trophy, 6-year honor roll trophy, academic recognition in reading, spelling, math, science, social studies. He is receiving a certificate for citizenship, was part of this year's GT program, member of this year's UIL team, able to maintain a Tier 1 status on iStation, first place in TTM top lessons completed, TTM Think 30 member, member of this year's basketball team, Duke Award recipient, member of Student Council, recognized as one of our students of the year, and a certificate of participation in completion of 6th grade. Princess Torres. Princess is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, all-year honor roll trophy, 6-year honor roll trophy, academic achievement in reading, language arts, spelling, math, science, and social studies. She was part of this year's GT program, member of this year's UIL team, able to maintain a Tier 1 status in iStation, second place TTM top lessons completed, TTM Think 30 member, maintaining an 85% in AR, first place AR points, first place AR word count, president of this year's Student Council, a member of one of our Student of the Year, and a certificate for participation and completion of the 6th grade. Moisés Toscano. Moisés is being recognized with a certificate of participation and completion of the 6th grade. Eileen Wheeler. Eileen is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, participation in this year's volleyball team, basketball team, and softball team, treasurer for this year's Student Council, and a certificate of participation and completion of the 6th grade. Let's have a round of applause for Ms. Sierra's class. Can I have Ms. Trevino come up? First up is Jose Barrientos. Jose is receiving a recognition for one of this year's most improved students, member of this year's choir, maintaining an 85% in AR, and a certificate of participation in completion of 6th grade. Jocelyn Beltran. Jocelyn is receiving a recognition for citizenship. She is one of this year's Student of the Year and a certificate of participation in completion of 6th grade. Ricardo Beltran. Ricardo is receiving an academic recognition for reading and language arts, science, and social studies. He also achieved 1,000,000 words with an 85% distinction. He was part of this year's UIL team. He received an 85% for AR. He was second place for AR top points, second place for AR word count. Member of this year's student council team, was able to read 1,391,556 words, and is receiving a certificate of participation in completion of the 6th grade. Victoria de la Garza. Victoria is receiving an all-year honor roll trophy, recognition for language arts, math, science, and social studies. She was a member of this year's choir team. She was able to maintain Tier 1 status on iStation, third place in TTM top lessons completed, TTM Think 30 member, was able to maintain an 85% on AR, and is receiving a certificate of participation in completion of the 6th grade. Carla De Leon. Carla is receiving a certificate for participation in this year's volleyball team and softball team. She is also receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Heriberto Escamilla. Heriberto is receiving a trophy for all-year honor roll, academic achievement in reading, language arts, math, science, and social studies. He was part of this year's GT program. He achieved 1,000,000 words with 85% distinction. He was able to maintain a Tier 1 iStation status. He is a TTM Think 30 member, maintained an 85% in AR. He is third place in top AR points. He is third place in AR word count. He was a member of this year's football team, member of this year's student council. He read 1,169,507 words and is receiving a certificate for participation and completion of the 6th grade. Leila Flores. Leila is being recognized as one of this year's Student of the Year and is receiving a certificate for participation and completion of the 6th grade. Gael Garcia. Gael is being recognized with maintaining a Tier 1 status on iStation and is receiving a certificate of completion and participation in 6th grade. Felipe Guerrero. Felipe Guerrero is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Carolina Huerta. Carolina is receiving an academic distinction in language arts, math, science, social studies, was part of this year's GT program, member of the UIL team, able to maintain a Tier 1 status in iStation. She is a TTM Think 30 member, was able to maintain an 85% in AR. She was a member of this year's student council and is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Mia Jimenez. Mia is receiving an all-year perfect attendance trophy. She is receiving academic recognition in language arts, science, and social studies, and she was able to maintain an 85% in AR. She is also receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Osvaldo Lopez. Osvaldo is receiving a recognition for maintaining 85% on AR and a certificate of completion and participation for 6th grade. Angelina Lopez. Angelina is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Lilia Olivo. Lilia is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, an all-year honor roll trophy, a 6th-year honor roll trophy, academic recognition in reading, language arts, spelling, math, science, and social studies. She was a member of this year's GT program, member of this year's UIL team, was able to maintain a Tier 1 status on iStation. She has 1st place in TTM Top Lessons Completed. She is a TTM Think 30 member, achieved an 85% in AR, participated in volleyball, basketball, and softball, recipient of the Duke Award, member of this year's Student Council, and a certificate of participation and completion to 6th grade. Bianca Ortiz. Bianca is receiving a recognition in language arts, science, and social studies. She was able to maintain an 85% in AR. She participated in volleyball and softball and is receiving a certificate of completion for 6th grade. Tyler Robbins. Tyler is being recognized with an academic achievement in language arts, Science, and Social Studies. He was in this year's GT program, was able to maintain an 85% in AR, member of this year's Student Council, and is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Sergio Rodriguez. Sergio is receiving a citizenship award and a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob is being recognized as one of this year's most improved students. He was able to get a 2nd place in TTM, Top Lessons Completed. He is a TTM Think 30 member, was able to maintain an 85% in AR, participated in this year's basketball team, and is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Roel Urquiaga. Roel is receiving an all-year honor roll trophy. He is receiving academic achievement recognition in reading, language arts, spelling, math, science, and social studies. He was in this year's GT program. He achieved 1,000,000 words with 85% distinction. He was able to maintain Tier 1 status on iStation, 85% in AR. He is in 1st place for AR top points. He is in 1st place for AR word count. He was a Duke Award recipient, part of this year's Student Council, read 2,549,853 words, and is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Ramiro Valles. Ramiro is receiving recognition for participation in football, basketball, and baseball. Also a certificate of participation of 6th grade. Juan Vasquez Perez. Juan is being recognized with an all-year perfect attendance trophy, academic achievement in language arts and science. He got 2nd place in TTM Top Lessons Completed. He is a TTM Think 30 member and is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. And last but not least, Briseida Vicente. Briseida is receiving an Academic Achievement Award for Language Arts, Science, Social Studies, part of this year's cheer team, member of this year's UIL, maintaining Tier 1 status on iStation, 85% on AR. She is a Duke Award recipient and is receiving a certificate of participation and completion of 6th grade. Let's have a round of applause for Mr. Trevino's class.
this time, this concludes our award ceremony. I'm sorry, we have one more distinguished award that we have to give out, and it is the Presidential Awards.
Let me.
You want to start with the silver?
Okay, receiving a silver award, Dana Karen Ogas. Here. You want to take them? Ready? Our next recipient for the Silver Presidential Award, Alexia Herrera. Also receiving a Silver Presidential Award, Joshua Avalos. This Silver Presidential Award goes to Ricardo Beltran. The following top honor goes to those who are receiving a gold recognition. A gold presidential award goes to Roel Urtiaga. A gold presidential award goes to Lilia Olivo. A gold presidential award goes to Victoria de la Garza. The next gold presidential award goes to Carolina Huerta. gold presidential award goes to Jeremiah Robinson. Also receiving a gold presidential award, Heriberto Escamilla. The next gold presidential award recipient is Alejandro Ramos. And our last gold presidential award goes to Princess Torres. And now this concludes our award ceremony.
In a few minutes, we're going to go ahead and get started with the dance. Parents, the students will not be allowed outside. They will remain inside for the dance. We will not allow them outside until somebody comes to pick them up. We will be ending the dance at 9 o'clock because remember, tomorrow, some of you are going on that field trip and you have to be at school by, I believe, 6:30, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. So you need to make sure you get some rest and get ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow you should have a wonderful day. Again, I want to thank you for coming today. Muchas gracias por venir hoy. El baile va a comenzar en un ratito, como en unos 10 minutos. Y de ahí, uno de los niños los vamos a dejar que salgan del ballroom hasta que alguien viene y lo levante. So, ellos van a quedar aquí en el baile. So, por favor, coma y ya que no se vaya, por favor regrese para las 9, porque para mañana, para las 6 de la mañana, tienen que estar en la escuela, porque muchos tienen el field trip. Muchas gracias.